Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, I will be playing the strongest champion in the game right now, really. Like, Orianna, especially in the Dragon lane, is the strongest champion in the game right now. And I'll tell you about the reasons during the gameplay part. In the beginning part of the video, I'm going to explain to you guys how to build her. You know, if you want to skip out how to build her, there's timestamps in the description. I don't recommend you though, because there is a few key points about how to build Orianna. This build is not correct though. I like, you know what it is with me? I always have like a build and I don't bother to change it because you know, while I'm in the game, I take situational items anyways. But basically this is the build. So let's talk about it. First of all, they have nerfed Archangel Staff. Archangel Staff got nerfed. It grants a little bit less ability haste now, but it is still worth it. It is still worth it, and first item worthy, definitely. You can choose to build Orianna differently though, which is going for the Tear of the Goddess and then a Luden's Echo. The problem of this is you're not going to be strong during the first dragon, and it's going to take you longer to stack up the Archangel Staff. So, although you will get a really good power spike when you finish the Luden's Echo, it's not worth it. It's much better to just finish off the Archangel Staff. And sure, during the first dragon, you're not going to be that strong. You know, you're not going to be that strong. But you're still going to be stronger than if you had built a Tear of Goddess and building towards a Luden's Echo. And then when you finish the Seraph's Embrace, that's where the real power of Orianna comes through. You really need this item. Don't build Orianna without an Archangel Staff, because it's a perfect item for her. It grants her ability haste, pretty much unlimited mana, and a lot of ability power. And it synergizes perfectly with the Rabadon's Death Cap, because Rabadon's Death Cap amplifies that ability power by another 40%. So after your Archangel Staff, get yourself boots. And there's two boots that you can go for. First of all, Ionic Boots of Lucidity. Secondly, plated steel caps. Are you against full attack damage, and I really mean full attack damage, then it is worth to get the plated steel caps. Otherwise, always the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. After your boots, get a Luden's Echo. This is the perfect item for Orianna. It gives you a lot of damage, the poking is good, and the 20 ability haste. And then third item, Rabadon's Death Cap. And this is the tipping point for Orianna. Like, before the Rabadon's Death Cap, you're just gonna be okay, right? Like, you can kind of push out waves, you can kind of trade with the enemy. But this is the tipping point where you're gonna absolutely destroy the enemy, okay? Like, after you get the Rabadon's Death Cap, it should be game over, really, because the amount of damage that you're gonna deal is insane. And then after the Rabadon's Death Cap, you get a Void Staff. Always a Void Staff as your fourth item. And by the way, about the Green Book, you can get an Oblivion Orb very early on in the game. Like, you can even get an Oblivion Orb as your second item or third item. Do not finish the Green Book, however. It's just not worth it. The item is just not worth it. So yeah, if you need anti-healing, just get the Infinity Orb, this one. Oops. This Oblivion Orb, Oblivion Orb. Don't finish the Green Book, and then as your very last item, you can finish it off. However, so these are the core items, you know, Archangel Staff, Luden's Echo, Rabadon's Death Cap, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, and a Void Staff. As your last item, it's situational. Let me tell you a few items that you can go for as your last item. Liandry's. If the enemy is very tanky, you get a Liandry's, right? Because this one is going to give you even more damage to tanks. The Green Book. Green Book is good against squishy enemies and to have anti-healing, basically, because it has flat magic penetration, and it applies anti-healing. The other item that's good, Infinity Orb. If the enemy is very squishy and your team has a lot of poking already, Infinity Orb is really good for your all-in combination with your ultimate. It allows you to completely one-shot the enemies. Crystal Reflector is also good if you're having a rough time dealing with their attack damage champions. Like, if they have a Zed that deals a lot of damage to you, get a Crystal Reflector to block out that damage and get 45 armor. Banshee's Veil is also good if you're having a hard time dealing with some sort of a CC, like Malphite's ultimate, for example, or if you just want to have a lot of magic resist. Banshee's Veil is the call. So there's a lot of different items that you can go for. They're all good. It's just completely situational. So for your enchantment, Stasis Enchant is generally going to be the best, because you're already going to have so much damage. You don't really need any other enchantment. You just need defense, really. And Stasis Enchant is the perfect defense. If the enemy has like a Camille, you can block her Hextech Ultimatum. If they have a Garen, you can block his ultimate. If they have, you know, whatever they have, you can block it with the Stasis Enchant, basically. For your runes, you always go Conqueror. I've seen Ari in the leaderboards, but no, Conqueror is just so much better. Ari, like, sure, it gives you some lane poking. Sure, it's pretty strong in the early game. Sure, it makes the shield stronger of your third ability, but it's really not worth compared to the Conqueror. Because the thing with Orianna is, you will deal so many ticks of damage with your ball. Like, you engage with the ball. So first ability, second ability, basic attack, third ability. That's already 4 hits. So you're already gonna have 4 stacks of Conqueror. And if you can read, stacks up to 5 times. And when fully stacked, deal bonus adaptive damage. So you're gonna be dealing 7% bonus AP damage. So that is like, you get those 5 stacks super quickly. That is why it's just worth over any other rune to get. Second rune, you go for Brutal, and even though Brutal is known to be like a trash rune among AP champions, you still get it. Reason is, Gathering Storm is not worth it, because Orianna will destroy you in the late game anyways. You do not need the 28 ability power from the Gathering Storm. You already have more than enough. So you're much better off getting that 14 ability power in the early game to be able to push out waves faster and to deal damage to the enemy in the early game. Then you may be asking, why do I not go Champion? Reason is, first of all, Champion only gives you 8% bonus damage against champions, and Champion does not give you bonus damage against minions. So you're not going to be able to push out waves as fast as with a Brutal. And this is crucial, because like one of the powers of Orianna is she's able to push out waves really fast, and Brutal is going to make that even faster with the 14 ability power. So go for Brutal. Third rune is completely situational. Hunter Titan is pretty much always going to be good, but yeah, if you're against CC, you go for Hunter Titan. You can go for the Adaptive Carapace if you're in the mid lane. Not in the Dragon Lane, because in the Dragon Lane you're very likely going to be facing up against magic damage and attack damage, so Adaptive Carapace loses its value. Bone Plating is good in the mid lane, yet again, if you're up against a Zed or a Yasuo or something like that. But yeah, normally just Hunter Titan, that one is pretty much always good. For your 4th rune, Sweet Tooth, because Sweet Tooth is broken. And Mana Flow Band, not needed. Because you have an Archangel Staff already, you don't need it on Orianna. You'll have infinite mana anyways. So go for the Sweet Tooth, because Sweet Tooth is broken. And now for your spells, you go for Barrier. Even though Orianna's 3rd ability already is a Barrier, you still go for Barrier. Because as I said, in the late game, you already have enough damage. And with Orianna, it's all about getting to the late game. And there is a very easy way to get to the late game, which I will talk about during the gameplay. So go for a Barrier and then go for a Flash. So enough about the build, let's now get into the gameplay. Come on, no issues? There we go. A video with nearly no issues. Alright, on to the gameplay. So I'm immediately gonna start. Well, first of all, I start with the giveaway. Giving away 10 skins. All you have to do, 10 legendary skins, by the way. All you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. So what I'm gonna start with is Orianna in the Dragon Lane is right now the strongest champion that you can pick in the Dragon Lane. And that may sound very weird or stupid, right? Because isn't Dragon Lane an ADC lane, right? Where you're supposed to pick actual AD carries? No. Well, yes and no. So even though ADCs are good, Orianna just works even better. And the reason is because you can just farm safely, and not only farm safely, you can genuinely win the early game with Orianna, especially if you face her with an enchanter support. And the reason that Orianna is incredibly good with enchanting supports like Soraka, Nami, and stuff like that is because of the item Staff of Flowing Waters. What Staff of Flowing Waters does, which is what Keys is going to be building on Nami, is whenever Nami buffs me or heals me, I get bonus ability power and bonus ability haste. So basically you can spam your abilities more and you'll do more damage. So late game, you're unbeatable. It's only getting through the early game. But as you can see, this is what you can do in the early game. It's so simple because as you can see, all you do, you shoot your first ability towards the enemies. Look, boom, first ability and second ability. And we out-trade them. Like, we just win the trade. Even though I am getting pretty low, we win this trade because, as you will see, Nami can just heal me, or Nami can do even more damage. So that is the whole thing with Orianna. So I'm not telling you that Orianna is bad with an engaging support. She definitely isn't. But she's just much better with enchanter support. Let me give you guys a little bit of an advanced tip, by the way. When you play with an engaging support like Alistar or Leona, ooh, yep, we're screwed. I was still somehow able to get first blood, and Keys was able to get yet another kill. Totally worth, of course, because we got ganked by the Kazakhs and we both got kills back, and I got the first blood. But what was I talking about? When you play with an enchanter support like a Leona, a cool little trick that I have for you: when you reach level 5 and have your ultimate, you listen carefully. Use your third ability, which is the shield, this one, on your support. So use it on the Leona. Leona goes in. Your ball will automatically follow Leona because you've attached it to her with the third ability. After Leona does her CC combination, you use your ultimate, and then you use your second ability as well. So that is how you play Orianna with an engaging support. Basically, attach your ball to the engaging support with your third ability. Let your support do his CC. Then after that CC, you use your ultimate and your second ability. This is a one-shot combination in the late game, and in the early game, this deals insane damage, by the way, just so you know. Another thing that Orianna is really good at. So as you can see, Keys has decided to roam around. I am fine. I am fine in a 1 versus 2. And I can probably even win the 1 versus 2. That is what's so crazy about Orianna. Like, it really doesn't matter what my support does. I will win my lane anyways. Like, look, I'm literally in a 1 versus 2. I'm literally in a 1 versus 2. And that is a kill. The Lulu ganked, but even if the Lulu didn't do anything there, I would have killed her. So this is the power of Orianna, and I know it's broken. Like, it's literally broken. What am I supposed to tell you guys? Like, she doesn't really have a weakness. If I try to think of a weakness, I mean, I guess you could say her early game team fighting damage. Because in the early team fights, like during the first dragon, you're not necessarily going to be dealing a lot of damage. Okay, that would probably be her only weakness. You're not going to deal a lot of damage. And although that's not quite a weakness, it's just not a power. Because she does fine. Like, it's not like she's weak in the early game. She's just not broken in the early game. But look at this. Like, look at this. All I'm doing is I'm zoning away the Caitlyn. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And I have 5 stacks of Conqueror. This is what I was talking about during the build part. This is how easy it is to stack up 5 stacks of Conqueror. Look at that, by the way. She tries to attack me. I use my third ability. That is the beauty of Orianna. Like, not only her offense is strong, her defense is even stronger. So your second ability slows the enemies, and it grants movement speed to you and your allies. I screwed up here. Yeah, I screwed up. I'm just dead. Actually, I'm not dead. Wow. Yeah, I am dead, but they had to all-in me. This is totally fine, because they had to all-in me. Oh, they took that reset from the Darius. That is so sad, actually. But it was fine for me to die there. You saw how strong I am in a defensive way as well. Third ability to shield yourself. Second ability to deal damage, slow the enemies and give yourself a movement speed. And then your ultimate, you can use that one on yourself too, to shockwave the enemies. So she has everything. Orianna has everything. And you know what the funniest part is? Orianna is not even hard to play. It's literally one of the easiest champions to play. Like, I am really good at Orianna, and it's easy. I'm not even super tryhard when playing Orianna, because she's so incredibly easy to play. So if you want free LP, free elo, now is the time, and it has really always been with Orianna. She is broken, and I really recommend you to watch some of my other Orianna videos as well, because I do have quite a few Orianna videos, and you know, I am really suggesting you guys, take this one from me right now if you want to get free wins and have a lot of fun, because Orianna is a lot of fun as well. Play her, watch all of my videos on her, because I give a lot of different tips on how to play Orianna in my videos. And just take some free wins. Boom! Look, boom, boom, boom. I guess this is the only weakness of Orianna. As you can see, I'm not necessarily dealing a lot of damage. Of course, it's still decent damage, but it's not a lot. By the way, did you guys see how Keys just cancelled Alistar's engage right there? He says oops, because I think he misclicked his ultimate. But with that misclick, or whatever it was, he actually cancelled Alistar's engage, which is kind of funny. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like. It really supports the channel. You know, it's like one click. So if you want to support the channel, click on that button and it helps. That's it. If you don't want to support the channel, do not click on the button. Enjoy the video. I don't mind. You know, I'm just making these videos for your pleasure. Let's take a look at this. Look at how aggressive we can be here. So, even though Orianna is not necessarily an early game champion, boom, boom, boom. Look, the poking is just big. You see how I just dealt 30% of her HP as damage? Literally 30%, like it's nothing. Like, it's crazy. It's seriously crazy. I'm really trying to think about something to tell you about how to be careful as an Orianna, but you really don't have to be careful. Because you have so many defensive tools, you just literally don't have to be careful. You just don't. You just play Orianna, get to the late game, just don't lose early game super hard, basically. Don't lose incredibly hard. And when you get to the late game, it's a free win. That's the formula behind Orianna. And especially in the Dragon lane, as I said. Like, she's also good in the mid lane, but her only weakness in the mid lane would probably be early game ganking and early game fighting. Like, you know, when you're up against an Ahri in the mid lane, Ahri can actually roam around faster than you as an Orianna, and you as an Orianna are not going to provide as much value during ganks and during rotations. That is why I'm playing Orianna and the Dragon lane. Because in the Dragon lane, you don't have to. You're not a mid laner. You don't have to rotate around all the time. As a Dragon laner, all you really have to do is just push out your wave, farm yourself to the late game, get yourself 2 or 3 items and carry the game. Like, just carry the game. Oh, look, look, look. I completely overextended, but it's okay. Look, it's totally fine. It really doesn't matter that you overextend as an Orianna. Look at this shield. Oh, like, look at this. Oh, I still died. But are you guys seeing how crazy this is? And especially when you play with an enchanter, your enchanter can shield you or heal you or whatever as well. But combine that with your third ability as an Orianna and your shockwave and your second ability, it really doesn't matter how far you overextend, you're just not gonna die. And if you die, the enemies will probably have overextended so far to kill you. It really, like, your team is just gonna clean up, right? So that is the whole power of Orianna. And right here I can get a Luden's Echo. But I didn't actually wait for the item because I can quickly take some farm and then I can get it. That was my thought process behind it. Just quickly taking some farm, taking the blue buff as well, then going back and then getting the Luden's Echo. So instead of waiting for 50 gold, I decided I can take some farm real quick here, then go back and I'll have a Luden's Echo and the blue buff. I'll be much stronger during the during the next dragon fight. So as you can see right now, you know, I'm going back. 2 of my teammates died actually, which is pretty bad. We probably have to give away this dragon actually, now that I'm looking at it, because 2 of my teammates died, one of them is my jungler, and Orianna is still not that strong at this stage, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to completely destroy them yet. You know, we can just shoot some abilities at them, but we're probably not gonna get this dragon. Like, there is no way really. Like look, I hit a perfect shockwave and wow, I'm dealing so much damage, but as you can see, it's not like I can kill them yet. So, right, like, it makes sense, because I only have 2 items, not like I'm gonna kill 5 people, so it makes sense. But you can still see how much damage I dealt. By the way, just so you know, if this was late game Orianna, I would have killed all 4 of them. Right there, just so you know. Like, late game Orianna, if you hit a shockwave like that, you're gonna kill them all. Orianna has amazing scalings as well, by the way. All of her abilities kill reveal. Oh, by the way, look at what I'm doing here. Look at what I'm doing here. Look. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rewind my video just to show you this quick little thing. Look how I'm gonna use my second ability. Look. Boom, boom. They both get movement speed, you see? So you don't have to use your second ability aggressively. You can also use it for its movement speed. So I know it slows the enemy, but it also buffs the movement speed of your allies. So for example, when your Darius is trying to catch up to an enemy, boom, amazing shockwave. Look at that damage. Well, I dodged the Alistar engage, by the way, but when your Darius tries to kill an enemy, you can put your second ability under the Darius to grant him bonus movement speed for 2 seconds. But did you see that damage, guys? Look, I'm not taking any damage because of all the shields. And then here, boom, 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 boom. It's just incredible. If he goes on keys, I will shield him and easy peasy kill. And how crazy is this, guys? How crazy is this? All the barriers and stuff. You know what the beauty is as well? Nothing counters barriers, right? Like, sure, champions that have heals, it can get countered by anti-healing. But nothing counters barriers. So nothing counters Orianna's third ability. You just get a barrier and the enemies have to bite through it. Because it's not like they can reduce your barrier or anything. You will get the barrier regardless of the situation. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Yeah, look at what I'm doing here, by the way. They're taking the Rift Herald. I don't care. I'm just farming myself up because Orianna pretty much outskills every champion in the game. So it's fine for you to be giving away stuff to the enemy and you taking it yourself. Because right now, I'm farming for free, basically. I got so much gold, so it's totally fine. Oh, what I was gonna say, I remember now. Use your basic attacks as an Orianna. Don't ignore your basic attacks, because actually the passive of Orianna makes her deal more damage when you hit multiple basic attacks in a row on the enemy. So even though it's not that much in the start of the fight, your basic attacks are actually going to deal significant damage when the fight lasts for a longer duration. So use your basic attacks in a team fight. Yeah, just use your basic attacks. It's just gonna add to your damage. However, don't delay your other abilities for your basic attacks. Your other abilities come first. So use your first ability, use your second ability. Don't delay them too much for a basic attack. Sure, you can delay them for like 0.1 or 0.2 seconds, but not too long. Like, don't be basic attacking an enemy 3 times in a row and delaying your ball. No, don't do that. Of course not. what I'm trying to tell you, just use your basic attacks in between your abilities. That's really it. Right now, I got 3 items, guys. And we all know what this means. We all know what it means when you get 3 items, including a Rabbiddles that cap on Orianna. You're gonna one-shot the enemy. So you've now entered late game Orianna. When you get 3 items, you've entered late game Orianna, and you will destroy all of them. You will. All you have to do is position carefully, right? Like, don't get caught out too hard. I know even if you do get caught out, you can survive, but try your best to position a little safely and just shoot your balls on the enemies and destroy them. Your balls will deal so incredibly, like such an incredible amount of damage that it's just, it's crazy. So let's take a look. He tries to go on me. He shouldn't be able to win this fight. Look at what I'm doing. I'm just going out of his shroud and he cannot kill me anymore. So when you're up against an Akali, this is a general tip that I have for you as an when you're up against Akali. When you're in a 1 versus 1, if she uses her second ability, run away. Just run away. It's simple. Run away and then fight her outside of her second ability. And that takes away all of her powers, because the whole power of Akali is her second ability, because then she's invisible. So as you saw right there, the way that I went against the Akali, I just ran away. Then she chased me with her ultimate and I kill her. I didn't allow her to destroy me. Because if I stayed right there, she would have actually killed me. Even though I'm so ahead, Akali would have killed me if I had stayed in that position. So in a situation like that, when you're in 1v1ing an Akali, don't 1 versus 1 her during her second ability. Go out of it. Just walk away and kill her out of it. Look at what I'm doing, by the way. Again, as I said, you want to be farming up. And this is a thing that I tell you with these late game champions. You know, same as Jinx, really. Remember the Jinx video that I made, guys? Where I told you to just farm up the enemy jungle whenever you can. Same goes with Orianna, right? Whenever you can, just farm it up. She's pretty decently fast at taking the jungle. And right now, I got my 4th item already. How was I able to do that? Because of constantly taking away jungle from the enemy. I have 4 items. My team is actually dying. Which means enemies are going to get a free Baron. Yep. This actually means enemy free Baron. Actually, 3 of us are right here. And now I have that power where I can deal a lot of damage. Let's see what happens. Let's just see. 563 damage, by the way, to the Alistar, just so you guys know. They got the Baron. Not looking too good. But look at the damage. Look at the damage. Look. Look. Just look. Look at this damage. How is it? What? This is 3 items, by the way. 3 items. Keys is trying to give me the kill. He tried to give me the quadra kill. That's so funny. Yeah, I would have actually gotten a pentakill if he had given me that kill. He tried. Oh my god, Keys is such a legend. He tried to give me a pentakill. But he wasn't able to, because the kill automatically got given to him. But I mean, just look at that, guys. Tell me how crazy this is. Can you see how I was just able to 3 versus 5 them? And this is Orianna. This is Orianna. You cannot do anything against Orianna. It's not like the enemies could do anything against this, because they cannot. Look at this barrier that I'm getting from my Lulu. And I have 2 enchanters in this game, by the way, which obviously makes it even better. So, like, pick an enchanter support with Lulu, buy Staff of the Flowing Waters. I could get my 5th item, by the way. Now, just so you guys know, I'm afraid to say it, but I can 1 versus 5 now. Let me think, is this correct to say? Yes. Right now, because I'm so ahead and I have 5 items, I can genuinely 1 versus 5 this enemy. Actually, yeah, I can 1 versus 5 if I flash away from the Alistar engage. Only then, because the only way the enemies can kill me is with an all-in combo. But yes, if I manage to dodge away the Alistar engage, I can 1 versus 5 this game. So basically we've already won. Like, spoiler alert, but it's obvious. We've already won the game. It really doesn't matter. Even if all of my teammates go AFK, we've already won. Because I can 1 versus 5 this game. I wonder how much damage that dealt to him, by the way. My second ability dealt 50% of Kha'Zix's HP. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know. I just want to tell you guys. Look. Like, look. This... what can they do? What can they do? They cannot do anything. And... yeah, again, it really doesn't matter what my team does. Master Yi dies. I really don't care. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this. Jeez, that's 30% HP after one of my combos, by the way. Look, boom, boom, and they all have to go back again. I'm chunking down 40% of Alistar's HP with 1 second ability. Just by the way. Oi, oi, oi. Orianna, why is Orianna so broken? She's definitely gonna get nerfed. Like, I honestly don't get how she still hasn't been nerfed. I could literally get Challenger if I wanted to very easily right now, even though it's 700 LP if I just spammed Orianna every game. I win every single game with Orianna that I play. I literally win. Oh, I screwed up my my ultimate there. Look at this, like look at this, just. Yeah, he tries to kill me. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Boom, another kill. There, they try to go on me. Yasuo goes on me. What is he gonna do? Akali's trying to go on me. What is she gonna do? Look, I'm 1 versus 4 right now. Or 1 versus 3, sorry. This is a 1 versus 3, just so you know. This is 1 versus 3. He's dead. Caitlyn tries to do something. I miss my ultimate. Does it matter? No. I still have a barrier. Yasuo tries to kill me. Does it matter? No, I don't care. Look, I don't care. If he goes on me, I don't care. Look. My sapphire crystal. I don't care. This is Orianna. And this is what Orianna can do. When you're full build, it's game over. It's just game over. And when you get 3 items, you've already reached your late game stage. But full build, game over. No one can outdamage an Orianna. Sure, Ziggs can do more damage, but Orianna can finish off more effectively. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, abuse Orianna when you can. It's not even like a glitch or anything. This is legit in the game, this champion. Every single game of mine goes like this when I play Orianna. And yeah, MVP of course. Look at how much damage I did. 40, like nearly 48,000 damage. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.